We are in northern Michigan. It's about as far north as you can go. You can only go up to Copper Harbor, which would be a little farther, but we're in Marquette. And we're going to go ahead and do a little live stream up here. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Hopefully we have good Wi-Fi out here. I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to go ahead and start walking on around here a little bit. We're going to walk all the way down to the end of the lighthouse, well, as far as we can go. Let me turn this around. We'll show you. All right, so there's where we're going to start walking. We're going to go all the way on out there. We'll stop. We'll talk for a little bit, and we'll see if anybody shows up or not for today. But we are in Marquette, and we're in the Presque lighthouse. So that's where we're going to walk to. Can you hear me or no? Checking out just to make sure anybody can hear me. If you're there, say yes. And we're going to walk on down. I'm going to take my time. Beautiful morning. It is chilly out here. Not chilly, but about 62, 63. Douglas, how are you? Welcome. We are in Marquette, Upper Peninsula of Michigan, about as far as you can go. Hopefully you can hear me. So we're going to walk on out. They won't let me go all the way up there. You get so far and you have to stop, but we'll get on out there. We'll relax and take a look at the beautiful scenery. Yeah, northern Michigan is awesome. Everybody asks me why I come back for the summer, and it's because I love it here. It is beautiful country here, but once again, winter times I don't like. E.T., hi, how are you? Thank you for coming. We're in northern Michigan. So we're going to walk. You can see the lighthouse out there. I'll zoom in when we get closer. Got to be mindful of my walking too. I don't want to do a header here because I'll roll right in the water. Hope everybody's doing good back in Southeast Asia. We are early here today. It's 8:30 today. We got to get on the road. We're heading back home. We've been gone for 5 or 6 days. Went to Milwaukee, went to Green Bay. Come on up here. We've been 5 days going around, 5, 6 days going around. Time to head on home, and then we'll get ready to go in another couple weeks. But for right now, the beautiful sunrise. You can see the cliffs. Beautiful country up here.
Driving boat go there.
Oh, yeah. Cal's seen the big barge. Great big barge out there. This is Lake Superior. And Elliott Dragon, welcome. How are you? We are in Marquette, Michigan, not far from Marquette, Michigan, up on Lake Superior. Back home in Michigan, it's 87 degrees Fahrenheit. Up here it's 60. So it is cold or chilly. I'm wearing a hoodie. I'm going to walk out towards the lighthouse. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up for me, please, everybody. Helps the algorithm. Yeah, it is absolutely beautiful up here, Upper Michigan. I wanted to make it to Copper Harbor. We just ran out of daylight yesterday, and it's another 2.5, 3 hours to go to Copper Harbor. So we didn't make it up that far. Maybe next time. Copper Harbor is beautiful. But yeah, Superior, you can see it's got a big shipping channel here. Obviously, if anybody's familiar with the Edmund Fitzgerald, that happened on Lake Superior. This is the biggest of the 5 lakes. It's also the 4th lake now that I've visited since I've been home. The only one I haven't been to, 4th Great Lake. The only one I haven't been to so far is Superior this year, and we'll get there. 4 of them are split between Canada and the US. And then one of them is, actually Michigan's not. Michigan's all in the US. But Ontario is all in Canada, I believe. So Lake Michigan is all in the US and Lake Ontario is all in the Canada. It's a nice walk, beautiful day out. It does get cold here in the wintertime. I've been up here before snowmobiling years ago, and it is chilly. Lots of snow. It's about as warm as it gets, and it's Supermoto. Welcome. You been up here? So you know how beautiful it is. Northern Michigan is beautiful. We're going to stop at Munising on the way back. Mason Eagle, welcome. Montana. Yes, it's a lighthouse. I'm walking. I'll go as far as I can. They got these big rocks. This little causeway or whatever they have here ends. Oh, okay, wow. So you're really familiar with the area. There you go. So if anybody has questions, ask Supermoto. He's more familiar with this. And I love Montana, Mason Eagle. Beautiful country. I have a cousin that lives up there. Got a few friends that live up there. Used to work with me in the airline. Montana's beautiful country. Don't forget to hit that like button for me, please, folks. Just helps the algorithm. It's not about anything else, just the algorithm type thing. We're going to walk as far as we can. You'll see where you can't walk along the road. Actually, you probably could, but I'm not going to try with the gimbal and the camera. A couple seagulls waiting for us. This is obviously where the boats come in. CDXRK, thank you for coming to visit. Welcome. I think this is where all the big ships come in, dump off all their different ores. They got a train up there. Yeah, it's very cool. Lots of boats. It's early. We've seen a few going ahead, pulling out already. Yeah, this one is huge. Superior is the biggest of them all, the deepest of them all. It's breezy. If it was this breezy back in by Erie, you'd have some pretty choppy waters, but this one's very deep. I'll zoom in when I get over here so you guys can look at the lighthouse. It'd be nice if I could walk out there, but they make it kind of challenging to get out near it. So I'm not going to go ahead and accept the challenge today. It is. Where? It's a ship, yeah. It's a big ship. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll try and zoom in on the... There it is. One of the big ships out there. Oh, that must have hurt. Not good. I know I did a header back in Hua Hin. I was walking along something like this, so I've been keeping my eyes open and going real slowly. And walk a little farther because you can't go any farther than here. There's Cal. Say hi, Cal. Everybody knows Cal. So we're all the way up here. And you can go on down this way. It looks like it's navigable, but I'm not going to. Look at the lighthouse from here. A beautiful lighthouse down there. A little bit bouncy because you got it zoomed in. You can see Cal walking out. It's not too bad. You can get on down there. Got to be careful. Frederico. Yeah, water here is cold. Never warms up. Always chilly. Always chilly. So we'll look back. Beautiful sunrise today. A couple of small islands offshore. Zoom in if you want to see those. I don't know what the name of those islands are. They are named. I've seen it on the map before, but I'm not familiar. We came out here last night. The sun was setting, so you couldn't see the cliffs, but now you can see the cliffs. Very beautiful. Yeah, I know. You can make it there. You just got to be very careful. So this is like a little point that comes out, and it goes all the way around. We drove around the whole point yesterday. It's not really very hiker friendly, for at least for having the camera. So doing a hike around with the camera wouldn't be the smartest thing or best thing. Hi Nanette, how are you? Welcome. We're over at almost as far as you can go north in Michigan. Over here right now it's in the low 60s Fahrenheit. Back home, which is only in lower Michigan, it's 86, 87. Let's see the boat. Big ship. Some shipping channels out there. And the lighthouse. Big lake here. Appreciate everybody coming today to say hi. Just gonna hang out here for a little bit and relax. Nice sunny day. Hopefully we get a few people stopping by. I already had a bunch of people early. That's a big beach over there. Even though it didn't look like a beach that you want to hang out. And I think this is where a lot of the big ships come in. Offload their payload, their oars or whatever. Top is train tracks. So offload, load up the train, and off it goes. So one big process here. And there's where we came from, all the way down this pathway. Cal, say hello. She's on her phone playing. Only a couple people this early Sunday morning for us. Sunday evening back in Southeast Asia. It is breezy and a bit cool out here. Refreshing though. Hear the water. Waves running up against the rocks here. Hello, Tati Sifiata Fetita. How are you? I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Tati Fetita. I've seen you many times, but first time I've gotten to see you here. Thank you for coming. We're just out Marquette, Michigan, about as north as you can go in Michigan. You can only go up to Copper Harbor, which is a little farther north. That beautiful sunrise. Sun's going up higher already. Very pretty out here. Shipping harbor, so you see the ship, and then of course there is the lighthouse for at night. I don't even know if they use the lighthouses anymore. All the new modern equipment that the ships have. They used to have the lighthouses on all the different points so that the ships would know where they were. Let's see, is that zoomed all the way? There you go. Sorry if it's a bit bouncy. I got it zoomed in all the way, that's why. Cal walked out on that a little bit. And there's the big ship going by. These ships, they load up with ore and then they bring them over here, and not here, but there's many places that they do. Let me zoom out, it's a little bouncy this way. Sorry guys. There. They load them up with ore and they drop them off. It's easier for them to move, and there's trains that'll pick it up and move it from here to where they've got to go. This trip started with us going to Milwaukee. This is Lake Superior. We ended up going to Milwaukee for a few days, couple days. Did a couple tours over there. The Harley Davidson motorcycle plant is there where they build them. We did a tour of that. And then we went ahead and did a Miller Brewing Company tour. That's a beer company tour. Then we left, went to Green Bay, and went to see the Green Bay Packers Stadium, Lambeau Field. Also went cherry picking. It's cherry season here. So if the ads happens to pop on and sees this later, she was picking blueberries. We were picking cherries. We'll be doing blueberries a little bit later. Let me zoom back out a little farther, sorry guys. And that's the pier where the big ships come in and drop all their ores and everything else. See a sailboat getting ready to come on out right here. Such a beautiful area. We love Michigan, and I love the Upper Peninsula. Okay, I'm going to come back this way. Looks like this boat might be coming back in. So we'll see if it's going to pull in or not. Looks like it's coming this way. So that'll be kind of interesting, something I wasn't planning on. It is coming in this way in this little harbor. It's called Presque Harbor. Water's kind of calm today, at least for this lake. How pretty is that, guys? Sit here and watch that for hours. This is supposed to be a sunset place, but I'll tell you what, sure looks beautiful with the sun coming up. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm sure it's some kind of storage place for the different ores. I don't think it's salt, but maybe it is. Kind of cool to watch this big boat come on in. And he is definitely coming in, so it's pretty unique. Hope you're all having a great morning, noon, or evening, wherever you are. We decided to come on up and do a little bit of a live stream while we were here. I wanted to do one from Green Bay, but we didn't have time. Milwaukee, we should have done. Milwaukee was so many beautiful beaches. I actually did a short from there, and it looks like you're in Thailand or the Philippines, one of those beautiful beaches there. And but it's not. The water's frigid. It looks like a nice tropical beach, but it wasn't. Cold, cold water there. See all the buoys, so he'll stay somewhere in between these buoys when he's coming in. You see a sailboat going out. We've seen several those sailboats going out. Hi, Andrew. How are you? Welcome to the stream. We are in northern Michigan, up by Marquette, almost as far north as you can go. The only little bit farther I know you can go is up by Copper Harbor. That's that little point that juts way out into Lake Superior. But we were going to go there yesterday. We just ran out of daylight, ran out of time. And since we are starting to head back home today, we didn't want to go another 3 hours and then just stay there for a little bit of time and leave. So we came to Marquette instead, which is beautiful. This guy's got a nice day for sailing, that's for sure. Just a little breeze. I see this boat we were watching is way far out and it's coming in. I forgot to drop a link on Dave's channel today about coming on up, so I'm sure CJ and all them didn't know. Andrew, if you have a second, you could go on Dave's channel and just put that on that Lance's Live. Get a few of the boys from that channel come on. You see the boat coming in. So if anybody's familiar with the Edmund Fitzgerald, that all happened out on this lake many, many years ago. But this lake is like an ocean. That would be cool to get out on Lake Superior. It's got enough breeze out here. Put the sails up and get going. All the lakes hook up, they all connect up. This one, you'd have to go through the Soo Locks. So if you want to get down to Lake, I believe it's Lake Michigan, you have to go ahead and go through the Soo Locks and drop you down to lower level where Lake Michigan and Lake Huron are. Then you can either go into Lake Michigan, which will take you by Chicago, all around that way, or else you can go Lake Huron, which will take you the other side, turns into Lake St. Clair, and you're right by Detroit. You didn't know that? You didn't know the Earth was flat? Welcome, another profile. That's what means, that they have the Soo Locks. Lake Superior hooks up through the Soo Locks to Lake Michigan and Lake Huron. And Lake Huron will hook up with Lake Erie. They all hook up. So all these ships can actually, I believe they can all navigate all the way out through the St. Lawrence Seaway to the ocean if they had to. Atlantic Ocean. I'm just fascinated with the big boats coming in here. I'm gonna pull up over at this pier. Probably start unloading. We seen the pier yesterday, but we didn't. Okay. I think you'd differ if you went to Thailand. The long flight, you'd fall off the edge of the earth to get there. A few people on here from the Philippines and from Thailand, so they are actually late evening, almost 9. Let's see, what would it be? No, almost 8 o'clock at night. Back in Thailand, almost 9 o'clock in the morning here. Back to that in just 1 second. Check out this beautiful sunrise. Sun's on the lake. So calm, very beautiful out here. Yeah, it's pretty out here. There's the lighthouse again. Anybody who hasn't seen it? Okay, I walked about halfway down. I'm not going to take the chance. Last time I did something like that, I did a header. Now we'll look at the cliffs again. Go back this way and take a look at the cliffs. You can see the cliffs up here, beautiful cliffs. Sunrise in the morning. We took a drive around this yesterday. So they call it the point. Get all the way out to the end. You can see these are two of the islands out there, but there are many more right around that point that are a lot closer. You can see the islands out here. A couple there. And this is where we came down, somebody jogging out our way. I'm just waiting for this big ship to arrive. I want to check it out. Pretty amazed by it. Good for short videos. Maybe I'll go ahead and make another one of those nature things with the sun rising. I put them on every once in a while. Have a lot of film that just sits there, and I'll go ahead and put together a film where you got waves crashing ashore and waterfalls and stuff like that. How big that boat is coming in. Sailboat's out quite far. Okay, I was trying to make it all the way out to the lighthouse, I guess. Holy cow. Forever, rolling in the water. I hope she gets some good videos and some good photos out there. A little bit too far for me. Back to this boat. Pretty cool watching this ship come in. Big lake liner coming in. Looking to see if it's full. Be offloading this here in a minute. And they're coming right up here. That's where they're going to offload everything. Yeah, this was quite a way out there not too long ago. He's almost at the dock. Come back, see some of that beautiful sunrise. At the cliffs. Would have been nice if I could have gone ahead and gotten to Copper Harbor. It's supposed to be absolutely beautiful. I've lived in Michigan my whole life and started for Copper Harbor many times and haven't reached there yet. So that's the point. We have about a 6.5 hour ride today to go back home. So we'll be driving for quite a while. Looks like she's coming back. Or she's still going, holy cow. Look at that girl go. Oh, she's coming back. She probably got to an area she couldn't go any farther. Okay, let's look at this boat again. Go too fast for you with it zoomed in, make you seasick. You guys hear the wind, or is this windsock keeping it down because it's very windy? Let me know if the sound's okay or not. Almost there. That's where he's going. There's our sailboat that was taken off. He's got his sails up now. He motored out there. He's putting the sails up and he'll be on his way. As soon as this boat gets over here to dock, I'm going to start walking back. Can't go all the way? You got that far and you stopped. You're a quitter. Cal got about 2/3 of the way and she stopped. She said it was too far. "13 folks here. Welcome everybody. Hope you're enjoying morning here. We're up by Marquette, Upper Peninsula of Michigan. About as far north as you can go in Michigan. Copper Harbor is a little bit farther, but we ran out of daylight yesterday. That's where he's going to go. Mary Ward. Let me zoom in and I'll see if you guys can see it. Let's see. I don't know if anybody can see that. I'm bouncing around too much with the zoom. Sorry, guys. I don't know, that's zoomed in, but I can't really get it. Sorry, guys. Can you make that out, Mary? I can't. For folks familiar with Edmund Fitzgerald, that boat sank over here in Lake Superior many years ago. Sorry I can't read it, Mary. My eyes just aren't that good. It's there. Almost make it up. Hey Cal, can you read what the name of the boat is on the back there? See if you can zoom in and take a picture and read it. The boat. On the very back, see underneath where the smokestack is, take a picture, zoom in as much as you can and see if you can get a picture. Yeah, I wish my eyes were a little bit better, Mary, I'd tell you. We're almost there. Slowing down quite a bit now.
Yeah.
Can you read it? Let me see.
Lake. Right?
It's the Kate E. Kate E. Barker. Kate E. Barker. If you're still there, Mary, Kate E. Barker. That's what it says on the side. So we're almost there. That's where he's going. It's fun watching this come ashore. Beautiful day. Winds picked up a little bit though. When I got out here, it wasn't too bad. Now it's getting a little bit breezy. There's a jogger. He's heading back. He stopped here to watch the boat come in. Once again, the cliffs. I think the cliffs are amazing. I'll focus on them when we come on back in. Very nice. A beautiful sunrise. All right. Go back over here. Sorry for moving too fast. He's all the way at the dock. Real slow now. Guys make the big bucks here. Driving those boats. Ships. No, he's still going. He's got to get all the way up there. But he's going real, they slow down quite a bit when they get there. I think you can actually see that very back there. Got it reversed, slow it down. It's a lot of weight. All right, we're gonna walk on back down here. Head back towards shore. Take our time. Check out the cliffs. I can actually hear the motors reverse. Wow. You can see it's got them reversed quite a bit. All right, we're gonna walk on back down.
Lucky we see boat.
Yeah. Check out the cliffs. The cliffs are amazing. They're beautiful. Yep, trains there. They're going to load it up. They're going to offload this, and then they load up the trains and send them on their way. Now, I don't exactly know what these are here for. Probably tie ships off or boats off at one time, I'm going to say. Maybe the boats come here and have to. It's awful shallow. I don't know, maybe this side, yeah, I could still see rocks. So I don't know what you're tying off there. 10 folks here today. It's not good getting old. I got glasses on. I still couldn't make that out, but when Cal took a picture, she blew it up and that's what it said. Kate E. Barker. So I'm not familiar with what that is. Cliffs are beautiful. We're over to Munising. So anybody familiar with northern Michigan, Munising, they have the painted cliffs. You can go all the way down. There's big cliffs like this right here that go for miles on down. Everybody goes ahead and takes the charter boats out to see them. You're welcome. I hope that was right. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with them. Beautiful sunny day. There were some folks fishing up over here when we were coming on up, but looks like they might have left. Hopefully my wife got some nice views of the lighthouse when she ran down there. It is a bit chilly today. It's warming up nice now though. We got here in the morning, it was 62 Fahrenheit. 62 Fahrenheit. Back in Detroit, they said it was 86 degrees today. And in Thailand, it's probably mid-90s. So if anybody knows me, we live in Thailand for 6 months a year. We're back here 6 months a year. We come back to Michigan because I love it here. I love Michigan. Always something fun to do here. Keep on walking down this causeway. You can see the boat is just about parked. All done over there. Very cool. Hope I didn't bore too many people watching the boat for too long, but it was kind of interesting to watch it come around the corner from so far out. Yeah, we got about a 7.5 hour drive, I think 6.5 to 7 hour drive back home from here. We're leaving. We've been out for already 5 days. We went around Lake Michigan. We stopped in Milwaukee. Went to the Harley-Davidson Museum. Went to the Miller High Life Brewing Company and did a tour there. Then we went up to Green Bay. Went cherry picking. Went all the way up to Gills Rock, if anybody's familiar with that area in Wisconsin. Went all the way down that peninsula. It was a lot of fun. Here's the cliffs. See the trains up on top, and they got all the cars to fill up with ore, and they'll take them to where they're going. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll see all the cars at the very top that they fill up with ore. Sorry, it's bouncy, guys. Train, and then they'll take it out of town. Park's starting to get a little bit busy, so we'll get on the road here in just a little bit and start heading home. It is a Sunday, so hopefully we don't have no problems going home. Usually the roads on Sunday get busy. We had some nice hotels and some not so nice hotels out this way. Oh, okay, wow. That'd be interesting. I'd probably love to go on one of those for a little. I wouldn't want to live on one and work on one, but I'd definitely like to go on one for maybe one trip and see what they do. That'd be kind of neat. I have a sister-in-law living in Gdansk, Poland right now. Gone down the Cow Cliffs here. So pretty here. This is the time of year, there's lots of Harleys, lots of motorcycles on the road. Very, very popular thing to do in northern Michigan is ride your bikes. right, let me turn this around here. All right, I'm going to do this. We've been on for 45 minutes. I appreciate everybody coming here today and sticking around with me for 45 minutes of your day. And hope you enjoyed time here in northern Michigan on Lake Superior. And I will be doing another live stream next Sunday. I'll try and get out to Belle Isle. I've been saying that for a while, but I haven't made it there. We'll try to get it out. And hopefully you guys all have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, depending where you're at. And we'll talk to you real soon. Take care, folks.